Hello everyone, I'm Laurie's friend Ellen, and today we are going to read Pokko and the Drum by Matthew Forsythe. While we read today, we are going to practice making predictions, which is making statements about what we think is going to happen in the book. So our first prediction is going to be, what's this book about? Look at the picture on the cover and think about what you think this story might be about. I think this might be Pokko. And I know she's playing a drum in this picture, so let's see what happens.
The biggest mistake Pokko's parents had ever made was giving her a drum. They had made mistakes before. Like the slingshot, and the llama. And the balloon. But the drum was the biggest mistake. "We shouldn't have given her that drum," said her father. "What?" said her mother. "The drum is too loud. I can't hear you." "The drum was a big mistake," said her father. "That sounds like a wonderful idea," said her mother, who still couldn't hear what he was saying. The next day, her father said, "Pokko, why don't you take your drum outside for a little while? But don't make too much noise. We're just a little frog family that lives in a mushroom, and we don't like drawing attention to ourselves." Pokko agreed, and she set out as quietly as she could.
All right, let's make a prediction. Do you think Pokko is going to be quiet?
It had just rained, and the forest was sparkling like an emerald. And it was very quiet. Too quiet. Pokko started tapping on her drum just to keep herself company, but something stirred behind her. Did your prediction come true? Did you think Pokko was going to be quiet, or do you think she was going to be loud? A raccoon playing a banjo started following her, so Pokko hit her drum louder. Pokko was definitely not being quiet. And then a rabbit playing a trumpet started following them, but Pokko kept playing her drum. And then a wolf, who couldn't really play anything, but was very happy to be near the music, joined in, and Pokko still played her drum. But then the wolf ate the rabbit, and Pokko stopped playing her drum and faced the wolf and said, "No more eating band members, or you're out of the band." "I'm sorry," said the wolf, and he meant it. And then they all started playing again, and soon there was a crowd of animals playing instruments. And a crowd of animals following them around, enjoying the music. And they were all following Pokko. "Pokko, your dinner is ready," shouted her father. No one answered, but he could hear music in the distance. And the music grew louder. And louder. until the crowd swept through the house and carried Poko's parents off into the woods. "Oh no," said her father. "Oh dear," said her mother. "I think that's Pokko down in front," said her father. "And you know what?" "What?" said her mother, who was just getting to the best part of her book. "I think she's pretty good." And no one could hear what he was saying, but if they could, they all would have agreed. The end.